Hi guys, Calum from Camera and Bike Training here. A little bit of a different video for you today. We're going to have a little look at an incident that happened when I was out in a lesson a couple of years ago. Talk through it, and hopefully you guys will learn something from this. Hopefully you'll like the video. If you do, please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so. And yeah, hopefully everything will be to your liking. Thanks very much. Bye bye. So just to give you a little bit of information about what we're actually doing here, a little bit of background to what's happened. So we're on a Module 2 lesson. The student who's with me is very close to sitting his test. And we're coming up to this roundabout and we're turning right at this roundabout second exit. So as you can see, students already come onto the roundabout. I am literally just about to enter onto the roundabout. We've got a nice clear way, so we're going to go and we'll see what happens as we go round here. So we come around the roundabout in a fairly good position here. And what do you guys think happens next? Pause the video, have a little bit of a guess down in the comments below if you think you know. So I'm pausing the video here. What you're going to see is you're going to see this silver Peugeot come up my left hand side, and as you can see from where I've paused it here, he's looking directly past me. So he's seen the student on his bike and he's not expected a second bike to be there, and he's scanned past me and completely missed me out in his vision. Nothing that is malicious about that. It's an honest mistake, but he's done it. So as he then comes onto the roundabout, I've obviously been aware that he's here, and as you can see from the second lifesaver that I've done, he's still coming up my left hand side here. So as I do my third lifesaver, which is just here, I sound my horn at the same time, just so that he knows that I'm there and so that he backs off and gives me enough space to come off the roundabout. So we come off the roundabout, everything's fine and dandy, nothing's happened, it's all good. Now, as we come along this road here and we're starting to build our speed up to national speed limit, what you will see here is you'll see that the Peugeot behind gets a little bit of road rage. So what happens here is, and as you'll see in just a few seconds, he starts piling up towards my back and starts tailgating, which you've seen just there. Now, pay particular attention to my left mirror here, because that's where you're going to see all of the action here. Now, as we start coming along here, you're going to see that his full beams are on, which you can see just in the mirror there. So again, definite case of road rage as he's going along. Now, also, just as I've paused here, if you can notice the positioning that I'm in on my bike. Now, remembering that the camera that I'm using at this point, this is actually our old camera before we got the GoPros, is left side mounted. So the camera's actually sitting off to the left compared to where I am. So I'm actually more in a right-hand position here rather than being the traditional centre of your lane, which you would normally expect an instructor or a student on a Module 2 lesson to be in. And you'll see why I'm in that position a little bit later on. So we come up here, and as I said, this guy behind just gets angrier and angrier and angrier as we come along, and he literally does keep on coming up and coming back off, coming up and coming back off. Whether or not he was looking for an opportunity to overtake us or not is a different story, but he does keep on coming up and off. Now, for those of you who might know this road, this is the Manapowis Road. This goes on to a fairly large roundabout, and coming onto this roundabout from this direction especially is very hard to do. Now, time that this lesson was, I believe it was around about 4ish in the afternoon. It was certainly quite a busy point of the day. You can see there's quite a few cars going about and everything like that. And the other thing to notice here as well, just as I unpause this video, notice even with some guy losing his head behind me, I still managed to nod at the other biker. Keep that in mind, everyone. So as we go along here, you'll see I shift my position out to the right and I stay in that right position, and you'll see my student's brake light come on now. So this is us now slowing down for the built up traffic in front waiting to come onto the roundabout. As you can see in my mirror here as well, the Peugeot's actually backed off quite a bit from me, so there is a bit of distance between me and the Peugeot here. So we start slowing down for the roundabout, and we're slowing down, preparing to wait in traffic, and if we watch my left mirror here, that's the side that no motorcyclist wants to see. I've been rear-ended properly once on the bike before. It's not something that's very nice, and I will cut in a picture of that now. This one thankfully was a near miss, and in this case, because I'd actually seen him beforehand and I was able to react to him and I'd managed to move my position out to the right, I'd created an escape route for him on the grass verge on the left hand side there. If I had actually stayed centre of my lane there and not recognised what he was doing there, then he'd have gone straight into the back of me, and I'd have been knocked off my bike and potentially hurt. So definitely something you want to be thinking about when you're out on the lesson itself. So thankfully, everything went all right there. No one was hurt or injured, apart from that guy's pride, and I maybe had a few brown stains in my pants. But apart from that, everything was absolutely fine, and we all got home in one place. I actually specifically remember speaking to the student at this point when this had happened, so just about this point that we're at now on the video, where I said to him over the radio, that car nearly took out my back end. And the answer I got off the student, I'm not joking here, was, "What car?" I do specifically remember that, and the student who was out with me knows who he is, and we ended up actually becoming quite good friends, and I'm sure you'll not mind me saying that. But yeah, definitely a very interesting situation to happen. Thankfully, it doesn't happen very often to us up here. Car drivers around Stirling area are usually quite sympathetic towards towards other bikes, I should say, sorry. But yeah, definitely something you want to watch for, and getting rear-ended on your bike is one of the most dangerous and probably one of the most common ways that we actually get smacked by cars as well. So remember guys, keep it nice and safe. Anyway, that's the end of the video that I was going to show you there. So thanks for watching. As I said before, like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you dislike this video, then again, dislike it. Feel free to, but please let us know why. Although we've been instructors, I say we, I mean it's only me that you're really seeing the YouTube channel, but there are a few of us that are here. We have been instructors for a wee while, but this whole filming side of it is still very new to us, so hopefully we'll get better at it as we get along. But again, thanks very much. Bye bye. Right, you can stop recording now. Did I nail it?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
We could use that.